Okay, that's kind of weird. That kind of stopped recording. Anyway, so yes, so he's like, okay, we're gonna need an hour, like we're gonna need about like he's gonna need a day to recover. I suggest whatever you guys gonna do, you can do now, and without him, or wait until tomorrow until he recovers. What's it gonna be, guys?
Do you want to go talk to Jimmy now and keep him out of the negotiations? Because I'm pretty sure he would annoy the guy and get us kicked out.
Yeah, let's do that without him.
Fuck you, Krieger.
You're unconscious. You have no choice in the matter.
Yeah, but in my vegetable state, I'm emotionally wounded.
No, you're not.
But is he in a
Vince,
state
you
of
don't have
semi-consciousness where he can hear everything but he can't react?
Oh, lucid dreaming.
Oh, you guys are
Or
gonna
like,
be dicks about it now.
No, I'm not going to be a dick about that. I'm just a dick to you all the time.
Well, wasn't it? Well, doesn't Krieger like love
Oh
you
yeah,
or something?
Krieger's in love with me. Don't forget that, Krieger.
Technically, I had the exact same HX with everybody, so... Or, close to it. Well, the three of us.
Yeah, but you in love with me.
I watched you through a mirror. I actually talked and maybe worked with Frankie. And I fought back to back with Seth. And yet all I did was look through a mirror at you.
Love me.
Okay.
No, he's
Hex. Bring up the thing.
He's unnaturally fixated on you.
Tempest.
That doesn't have to be a
Oh
good
yeah, it
thing.
just says here that I sleep in your presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh no,
Tempest.
here it is. It says it right here. Max is in love with me.
No,
Frankie is my friend. Max is in love with me. Although maybe I meant you as a person, not your character.
you.
Your choice, Max. Your choice. Person or character.
Neither.
You gotta pick one.
Either way, I'm gonna break his heart.
Krieger is secretly in love with with Tempest.
Well, he couldn't be in love with me.
No one's in love with you, Chris.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm 7'3", probably partially infected with FEV, seeing as I was at the center of the
You basically
epicenter
got
of.
future AIDS.
okay, so
No,
Wouldn't that
AIDS
mean you're slowly changing?
by the way,
Yeah, but I'm also locked inside like this power armor suit that restrains me.
By the way,
At some point,
Tempest.
they're just gonna like Hulk out.
yeah, Tempest. You are going to be in and out of consciousness for the next 12 hours
Again.
And completely.
We already had
useless.
fun with this before.
until tomorrow, basically.
I vote we take him out of consciousness permanently.
You see that in character?
Yep.
Okay.
We're not gonna kill him.
Aww. Is it a shame that I am not the group's moral compass?
Well, to be fair, I'm friends with him, so yeah.
Okay.
Frankie ain't gonna let you do me in.
He might let me do you.
Dr. Burgundy
He's
looks
not gonna let you do that.
at you
either.
guys and is like,
No, that's fine,
I really need
You should
you all
let-
to leave. We can't have everyone crowding around while we do delicate surgery and a blood transfusion.
Crimson starts walking back to that truck.
Okay. No, Crimson. We're going to see the boss.
Crimson sighs.
Boo! You staying to do the work?
You with us or with them?
I got this on my own. You can go.
Well, if you're gonna leave me for dead, then
Doctor Burgundy actually puts his hand on your Boo's shoulder and says, "I can handle this on my own. You get some rest."
Leave a
And
man
he
to
also
die one time.
looks
they'll
at-
hold a grudge for the rest of their
Yeah.
lives.
he also looks at Dr. Aber and says, "You can go rest too. I got this." And Dr. Aber just nods and leaves, and she seems to be a little teary.
Yeah, because she almost killed a man. Bitch.
God.
Everybody's almost killed you once. You don't see. You're not
I
acting out
haven't.
against me.
I haven't.
Crimson hasn't yet.
Burgundy actually starts
Yes.
shooing you guys out. Out, out, out! Come on, get out!
Crimson doesn't mind, goes out.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I leave reluctantly.
I leave too.
Alright. He closes the door
God, do you
behind
think
you
we
guys.
were interrupting your brain surgery?
Okay, so that's what that button does.
So what are you guys doing?
We're going to see the boss about that job.
Okay.
Yes.
So you head back to the guy. He's actually thumbing through pages of a book again. It looks like it's just a different book this time.
Can we
Right.
see the title?
You'll have to peek down because he's kind of not he's kind of holding it, like how you hold a book when you're reading it on your lap.
Oh, never mind.
You have to look between his legs.
Yes, you'd have to look between his legs.
Is the text the right way up? Is he reading a book upside down?
Do you?
Is he actually reading at all?
Okay,
Is he just
there's two
pretending
things. You can either look between his legs to try and see the book cover, or you can go over to him and look over his shoulder and try reading it.
Or you could
I do
actually
that.
ask him.
Or that.
I start reading it over his shoulder.
Okay, he's on the other side of the room. You're gonna go all the way up to him and do that?
Yep.
Okay. As you get closer, he looks up at you and he rests a hand on his handgun on the table.
Yo,
Yeah. What is it?
this is
I
everyone in the
smile.
group. This is everyone in the group.
He
You
stares
open
at
for
Boo.
negotiating now?
Well,
Yeah.
not everyone, but
Yeah,
most.
this is. I mean, not most.
Let's just say Tempest is not a good person and he managed to piss off a doctor. Enough to get his silly ass knocked out and almost dead.
Okay.
They're
Yeah.
dealing with him.
He stares at Boo and simply says, "You mind?"
Not at all. Carry on. I still continue to read over his shoulder.
He continues staring at you and he closes the book, stands up, and looks at you, down at you. How tall are you, actually? How's tall? Boo?
I'm small. I'm about 5'5".
He's about 6'2". So he
Okay.
looks down at you.
I was reading that.
Who's got rather cocky?
Being
I-
left
Sir-
does-
Surviving a personal apocalypse will do that to you.
Step with your friends. Step back to your friends right now.
We'll get over here.
Please.
Okay, I smile at him. I apologize and say I was joking, and then I go back and is there a chair I can sit on?
No, there's the only chair is the one he was sitting on. He
Can you
puts
sit
He's
in this
standing up
chair?
now. I take his chair and sit in it.
He's looking at you, and you notice he kind of never let go of the gun when he put his hand on it, and he has it just in his hand, and he's looking down
Okay.
at you.
Okay, I go.
Get out of the chair.
I
now.
put the chair back to where it was, and I dust it off, and I just grin at him, and then sort of slink away to the other guys.
I like you, sassy Bloom.
Are you trying to get your ass beat? I just want you to know this. If you are, that's cool. Like, we can work that out. But I just need to know: do you want to get beaten?
Well, I just think it's funny because most of the people I've met in my life, like in game, like the buff people were just meatheads. So I don't think he can actually read. I think he's just lying. So I'm just trying to, make him mad so I can just prove how
You're
dumb he
Oh
is.
yeah, you're definitely You're definitely
You're
making him
saying
mad.
this. You're saying
But yeah, I don't
Okay.
actually say this out loud. This
Okay.
is just all meta
Okay.
think. Well, not meta thinking. It's thinking.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, getting back in. He's like, "You guys are a funny crew, aren't you?"
Yes.
funny.
No, not haha funny at all.
God, how I wish we were haha funny.
We're not
Speak for
done.
yourself.
He kind of just stares at you guys awkwardly. I think
so-
you came here for a proposition.
Yes. If we can get you 3 vehicles and enough gas to keep them going for a week, serious usage,
We would be seriously interested and obliged. How would you do this?
there's a vault 2 days roughly to the south. And we're from there. They had a rather extensive garage, spare parts, fuel. We could get them from there and bring them here.
All right, sounds good. And what do you want in return?
Hospitality, place to lay our head, weapons, ammunition, food.
The basics.
We can offer you that as long
Service-
as
You
we
have
could
a savvy head?
we could definitely offer you all that as long as you can keep your people in line. And he stares intently at Boo.
Boo's not my people. We just met him on the road, and he's very useful. We owe him a little bit. We
Well,
left him in a dangerous situation, and
you guys
I would
are
like to help him.
well, you guys are together. I consider from this point on, you are the spokesman and these are your people. Is that understood?
Yes.
Their behavior, I'm holding you responsible for. Understood?
I try and choke back a laugh.
I am so going to die by your hand.
Do you say that?
Yes.
He raises an eyebrow.
The one in the infirmary at the moment is not very stable, not very intelligent, and prone to acting out on instinct.
He crosses his
And
arms.
he thinks he,
Do you think
he
we should
thinks-
lock him up?
Probably be a good idea.
it
No,
would
that'll
be
just make him more mad.
it would just make him worse. And if we ever let him loose, the moment he got a gun, he would walk round here, kill everybody, and then go, "It wasn't my
Oh,
fault. They locked me up."
Far. Not that far, but
Not that bad.
You're unconscious, you can't say anything.
Hey, you're not
in
the
my mind,
brainer.
I'm saying that.
I'm the brainer, so you can't talk to them through your mind.
Okay.
I
He-
talk to you.
He might not be that bad, but given the way he's been escalating his behavior, that is certainly an out there but plausible course of action he would take.
Okay. I see.
That's why I've been traveling with him, to try and keep him in line.
I think
Well,
we,
that's not the only reason. But
I think we might have to rule that, well,
He's
There's-
not allowed any weapons and must permanently be
I think we might have to
under
rule that, yes.
supervision while in the town limits.
I think
And make
You're-
sure he doesn't take off any clothes.
we don't have room for him in town, actually. If he's as bad as you say.
That's meta knowledge, ignore that.
If you seriously just get me kicked out of town.
We can keep him under
I'm
control.
unconscious and you got me kicked out.
We can keep him under control as long as
I didn't even do anything.
he needs permanent adult supervision
I'm not 12.
Not it.
24/7 hours.
Called a
That-
nice and
Call not it.
bad name.
That-
That's
that-
bad enough.
That is
I
your
reckon-
responsibility.
Frankie, you good for doing that? He actually trusts you for some reason?
So, his babysitter.
Yes.
Yes.
He has one chance. Only one.
Okay.
Right, Vince is going
If
to drop
I
out
hear-
or reset his computer.
If I hear anything coming in about him at all, I don't care if he sneezes and doesn't. If someone sneezes and he doesn't say bless you to them. If I hear anything, he's out of town.
Okay. Understood.
Alright.
I'll explain this to him, and hopefully his better nature for
But
Frankie and the fact he knows he needs us to survive will stop him from doing anything rash.
if you don't mind, I'd like to send one of my people with you.
Not at all.
I
We
would,
should...
yeah, I would definitely like some intelligence about this place.
Wait, well, that was-
You know, not from you guys. Someone from my we trust. No offense, of course.
Hmm.
Do you have someone capable of servicing machinery? Just like small scale. I can mostly handle my guns, and he can
It's-
mostly handle his truck, but
Wait,
there's some things that fall outside our experience.
what are you looking for exactly?
Out of game, a savvy head.
Savvy head. What's a savvy head? What do they do?
They're the people with the workshops and the tools, and they fix things and make them better.
Oh, yeah. They got people that can fix things up. No problem. It's not to the scale of the other town where they had a full-on garage and workshop, but they can.
Yeah,
They
the
act-
savvy the savvy head's like a psychic worksman.
Yeah,
They have a tool for everything on them, and they know where they need to be to do that thing.
They do not have a savvy head. There is actually those are only PCs, but they do have people that can fix things up.
Okay.
It's not to the extent the other town did. Repairing something is going to cost 1 barter, at least for someone. Something that's worth 1 barter.
No, the guy I
So-
want to take, because the stuff might be a little bit busted up.
You want
in
to
the
take
garage.
someone like that? All right.
Yeah,
That's-
so we can fix it in the garage and get it out quicker, because
Okay.
less time we spend there, the better.
Guys,
Okay.
there's no update. It does it every time.
La 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 la.
OOC,
Never
guys, I'm
is.
going to the loop. Be back in a second.
Okay, we can take a break here.